Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate that so much. It's free, okay? It takes 2 seconds. But anyway, what you see behind me, this is a portrait or picture of the 2024 Porsche Cayenne. Now, as you can see, there is a display for the passenger side. Let me see here if I can do it. So right here, we got the passenger side. And then you have another display right now that's behind me right here, but it's being covered, and I will show that to you as well too. And then you have the driver, which has this little tiny display. And to be completely honest, this could be kind of distracting for the driver, especially driving at night. I think the passenger, he can keep himself occupied with his cell phone or maybe an iPad if you guys have to go on a long trip or whatever. I don't think it requires an additional display for your passenger. I don't know why these luxury brands think this is a good idea. It's not. Just like these safety features or safety, lane keep assist and all that stuff, you know what I mean, like all that safety suites that all these companies offer, all that stuff is great, but unfortunately it's making us lazy. That's just how it is. It's making us lazy. Now we're not doing things that we normally do when we didn't have any of these techs. We're not looking over our shoulder, we're not looking to the left, we're relying on the technology way more than everything else. I mean, at some point we didn't have any of these smartphones where we had to remember people's numbers. Now these smart devices making us dumb. I swear to God, I'm getting dumber by the minute utilizing these devices. And it sucks. And it's not something that you notice. But for me, I'm kind of like aware that all these gadgets and gizmos, they're actually smarter than we are, yes, but they're also making us dumb. Now we're supposed to use them as an extension of ourselves, but unfortunately we rely way more than we should on our devices, and me included. I rely on my cell phone way too much. Spelling, I suck at spelling, so I utilize the voice to speech feature on my phone to help me spell certain things, and it's great. But it's also not that great, to be honest with you. I think that all this technology in the car, at some point, we have to say enough. I think this is the point where it's just too much, you know? So here we go. This is the title of the article. Are passenger displays genius or tech distractions run amok? Now, certain companies here, I think we're going to showcase it's the Mercedes EQS, as well as the Jeep Wagoneer, and as well as the new Porsche, and Ferrari also offers the display for the passenger. Now, imagine a few years from now when these technologies starts to break down. It's literally going to cost an arm and a leg to replace it. For me, I'm old school, but I also like the new shit too. So I'm kind of like one of those weird in between. I still prefer my cars with a little bit less technology because obviously when it does break down, it's going to be, woo-wee, it's going to cost an arm and a leg. But there's no doubt about it. If it's done correctly, it looks nice and seamless. I feel like this one on the Jeep Wagoneer, I have been inside the Wagoneer. It's nice. But the price they're asking for, and it's a Jeep, ooh-wee, no thank you. And if I was able to afford it, I would buy something else. But so with the Wagoneer, I think it's too many fucking screen. You have screen right here. You have your tachometer. Then you have your sensor console. Then you have another screen right here. And then you have another screen for your passenger as well too. And the passenger can control certain things as well too. I mean, no doubt it makes it a little bit easier per se, so the driver doesn't have to take their eyes off the road, but the passenger can do the same thing from just going in the middle of the infotainment and change the songs or whatever you got to do. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe their target audiences want these kind of features in their car. Or if you're going to do it, you might as well just turn this whole thing into big giant displays. Forget about the AC and the heater vents. Forget about that. Just turn it into a big old display. And yeah, see where they put the vents right here? That's like, I feel like that's a little bit too further away comparing to putting it right here in the middle. So you have one right here, two right here, and then one more for the driver on this side. And then obviously you have some underneath. And then you have a little bit more, you have more controls here as well too. But honestly, like, I guess if you're going on a road trip, you can rely on this. I suppose you can have the passenger watching, I think Netflix, Hulu, whatever, because I can see it right here that they have access to that. They can watch that on a long trip. But you can do the same thing with your iPad. And it's a little bit less distracting because if I'm driving, best believe I'm going to take a look to what you're watching or what you're doing over there on that screen particularly. But when I'm watching it on my personal iPad or phone or whatever it is, the driver isn't really concerned on what I'm doing or what I'm watching, what TV show I'm watching. But if you have it on the car, most likely I'm gonna take a peek. I'm like, what show are you watching over there? Let me see what you watching. What's that? The Office? Shit. I don't know. It's just me. But some people like it. I don't know. Do you guys like it? Let me know in your comments below. And this is the Ferrari one. Obviously, I don't understand why they put it in the Ferrari. It's just, it makes no sense. I think it looks hideous on a Ferrari. It just doesn't fit. It's not. No. For the Ferrari, no. For like something as big as the Porsche, or even the Mercedes-Benz SUV, that's fine. But even this is so distracting, to be honest. I would be distracted like hell. I wouldn't even be paying attention what's going on the road. Jesus. But at least on the Mercedes, it seems like it's a little bit better done comparing to the Ferrari. But you guys let me know in the comments. I think a sports car or a supercar or any of those kind of cars, they don't need any of that stupid gadgets. Okay, just put a simple screen right there on the tachometer, simple, and have a bunch of buttons and knobs where you can control everything. That's all you need. Simple. Keep it simple. Simple is the way to go. You guys are overcomplicating this whole situation. I think that this is just too much, and I think it is a distracting, but it will have its ups and downs, and some people might love it and appreciate it, but for me, not for me. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about this technology. Is it too much tech, or is it not enough tech? Let me know. See you in the next one.